Alrighty, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me just fine. I am finally live today. It is Saturday, July 3rd, and it's been a while since I actually came on camera and did a live stream. So first and foremost, I want to say I hope everyone has been doing great. I hope everyone has plans for this weekend, because a lot of people will be like cooking out or grilling or having a barbecue for the holiday weekend. And I know a lot of people also have a lot of time off this weekend. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody is doing great right now. Thank you all for joining my live stream. It's been so long since I've came on here. Hey, Sheila, how are you? Hey, Denise, how are you? Thank you all for joining my stream. I hope you all are having a beautiful weekend. I know a lot of people have 4th of July plans. How many people are seeing fireworks? I know my friends wanted me to kind of go out and see fireworks and have such a great time. So I definitely wanted to come on here and do a stream. This stream is probably not going to be that long today, but I just wanted to talk to you all. So as you all know, there's been a lot of craziness going on in the news, and people have been losing their minds. People have been experiencing such crazy stuff. And first and foremost, Bill Cosby, right? So I'm going to give it another minute or two before we hop into all that jazz. But yeah, I definitely want to talk about Bill Cosby. We're going to touch bases on some Teen Mom news as well. I know that there's been a lot going on with the entire Teen Mom realm of things. And then I also want to talk about the Olympics. Okay, so that's been a lot of drama as well. And there's been much, much more drama that we are definitely going to touch into. Hey, Sheila, just went to the fair. Oh, that's nice for the 4th of July. That's so cool. Yeah, I definitely want to pop some fireworks. I definitely want to pop fireworks. That'll be really cool, right? I haven't, man, it's been so long since I've ever like popped a huge fireworks. So that'll be really fun. I hope you all really do that for the 4th of July. So yes, everybody, I just definitely want to touch bases on some things. So let me go ahead and let me come on camera. Hey, everybody. So I know this is not my usual setup, but I am in the process of moving. I know I've been saying that for like 2 months now. If you're a subscriber on my channel, then you know I am in the process of moving. I barely have any furniture in my current location. So, I'm trying to make it work over here, but nonetheless, I definitely wanted to come on camera. So I know I was kind of gone for about seemed like a while. I was still posting videos, but I went for like a week vacation and now I'm back now. So I want to go ahead and hop into the news. I don't want to make it too long. So let's go ahead and let's talk about Bill Cosby, right? So a lot of people are super upset that Bill Cosby's conviction has been overturned. All right. So when this news first came out, Twitter erupted, social media erupted, Instagram, it was like everywhere. It was like breaking news, and everybody was just like really not knowing how to take this news. So let's read what this article is actually stating. Actually, let me go ahead and go to the website. I'm going to share my screen with you all, because I just can't believe like half of the stuff that has been going on. I just can't believe. So let me go ahead and go here and share my screen here. All right, so hopefully you all are able to see this here. It states right here, Bill Cosby has been freed as court overturns his sex assault conviction. So hopefully everybody are able to read along with me here. It states that he was actually serving a 10-year sentence, and he only served 3 of those 10 years. And it was a prison outside of Philadelphia. A lot of you all know that. And he was actually freed. Like, this is crazy. His conviction was overturned, and he's a free man now. And then he's actually looking to suing a lot of people who are behind his conviction. Now, there's, a lot of murkiness to this case. There's a lot of details that people don't know about. There's a lot of loopholes in the justice system. I think we all know that as well. So with that being said, a lot of people are just trying to figure out what in the world is going on. So let's go ahead and read this article. Let's go ahead and read because it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. All right, it states here, Bill Cosby was released from prison Wednesday after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his 2018 conviction for the sex assault, a dramatic reversal in one of the first high-profile criminal trials of the #MeToo era. The court's decision seemed likely to end the Pennsylvania case, and it states that more than 50 women across the nation had actually accused Mr. Cosby of sex assault, misconduct, and things of that sort. Now, it states that Mr. Cosby has served 3 of those 10 years in a maximum security prison outside of Philadelphia when the court ruled that a non-persecution agreement with a previous prosecutor meant that Mr. Cosby should not have been charged in the case. All right. So this is the part where people are a little bit confused. A lot of people are saying like, well, why was he not supposed to be charged in the first place and things like that? So first, let me go ahead and I'll get into that in just a second. Let's just keep reading this article here. So it says Mr. Cosby, 83, he returned to his home in suburban Philadelphia on Wednesday afternoon, and he was looking really frail. And I don't know if you all seen that, the photos and things, but he was with his lawyer and stuff like that. So he is actually home. And a lot of people are very upset. You have a lot of the women who had their lawsuits against him and who had made their accusations. And a lot of those women who were involved in that, they definitely were upset. A lot of people took to social media as well to support Cosby. So there was a lot of division in the case here. So once again, let me just go ahead and kind of dig into where things are kind of weird here. And I'm going to try to explain it the best way I can. So let me keep going. Let me keep going up here. So in the first place, right, there was an agreement basically that Bill Cosby had made, and he stated, they stated, if you cooperate with us, if you just admit that you did this to this, it was the first case I got to get her name correct, but it was with his first case, they basically made him sign an agreement, or he signed an agreement stating, okay, I will admit that I did, drug this woman. And when he admitted to that and signed it, they were not supposed to legally persecute him or throw him in jail, throw him in prison, or do anything like that. Okay. So this agreement here, when it states that they did a non-prosecution agreement, I'm having such a hard time with that word. Basically, once again, it just states that he should not have even been charged in the case. So it's kind of like, hey, if you admit to what you did, you'll get immunity, basically is what it was saying. So let me come back on the screen here. I know a lot of people have a lot to say about this. Let me go ahead and look in the chat. Yes. Hey, how is everybody doing? Thank you so much. Should have never been left out. Judge Joe Brown said he can't sue them. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of comments here. I definitely see where a lot of people are coming from as well. And then once again, just to kind of reiterate what I was stating, once Bill Cosby signed that agreement, they were never supposed to throw him into prison, and none of that was supposed to happen. So a lot of people are just trying to figure out, well, how in the world did that happen? Why did this happen, and who even allowed it? And I don't know. A lot of people think that this is a part of a bigger scheme, a part of a bigger issue, a bigger problem. And I don't know, everybody. Like, everything is not as what it seems. And the fact that just randomly he was just, taken out of prison, his conviction was overturned. I mean, where do you hear that happening at? That is like so far and few in between with people having their convictions actually overturned. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the chat. I'm really happy you all are here to join me. I'm talking about this current Bill Cosby situation where his conviction was actually overturned and people are just not understanding. And a lot of people have been looking into this case, and I'm definitely learning a lot with this case as well. And I want to keep you all updated, but from what I could gather from my knowledge and from my research, it shows that he was never supposed to be convicted or anything like that. because he signed some sort of document, some sort of agreement saying, hey, I will plead guilty. Hey, I will admit that I did this. Basically under the pretext that I have immunity and I don't get charged with this. And they threw him into jail and into prison anyway. Okay. So he did 3 years out of his 10. He was stating that he's going to lawyer up and he's going to, countersue and, sue and things like that. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. But with Bill Cosby, man, I just don't, it's just so much that goes on with the Bill Cosby case. It just makes my head spin. It's just like, what's the truth? What's not the truth? And I just think a lot of people are just upset. A lot of people are saying, hey, how can you let this, predator walk around? How can you let this man be free? How can you let this person just go after everything that was against them? And then on the other side of things, people are saying that they never even had concrete evidence against him anyway. A lot of the things that were brought forth as evidence was just hearsay. It was nothing concrete. So you have a lot of division, and a lot of people are definitely confused on what's going on in this entire Bill Cosby case. So I definitely wanted to touch on that briefly, because I know for a fact that this is crazy. I mean, a lot of people are following this, and we're just eager to see what is going to become of this entire situation. Who's responsible for this? Who's responsible for even overturning his conviction? And why was he even convicted in the first place, right? If he signed a document saying, hey, I won't be convicted of this if I admit this, or if I, bring forth this evidence, or if I plead guilty to this, then I shouldn't be convicted. Why was he convicted in the first place? So we just have a lot of questions. A lot of it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of holes in this Bill Cosby situation, and I think we're definitely going to stand by and see how it plays out, right? So thank you all so much about, just hanging in there with me and being a part of the stream right now. I'm definitely going to talk on some more topics here in a short. But yeah, I definitely think the Bill Cosby situation is kind of crazy. Let me go over here and look in the chat. Sheila stated, I heard nothing was in writing. Yeah, it's just, when you have cases like this, I just feel like it's just so much. It's so many things behind the scenes that we just don't know. And I just think, there's a lot of people responsible for the way this played out. This is not something that just happened overnight. I really feel like there's a bigger scheme or a bigger story, a bigger plot to this that a lot of people just aren't really understanding right now. So I definitely feel if there was nothing in writing, then it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me at all. So that is definitely what I feel. All right, so we're definitely going to move on from this entire Bill Cosby situation. I definitely want to talk about Teen Mom. So recently, Teen Mom has been, kind of crazy. So I just want to briefly touch on Teen Mom. So I know for a fact that Kel Lowry actually made a statement, and she came forth. Now, I know this happened maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I know I'm a little late to this news, but Kel Lowry had actually came forth and stated that she had fake friends, and that the friends that she hung around were not genuine, and they only went around her for certain things. And now all over, Instagram and Twitter that I've seen, they were at war. So I'm also going to touch on Jade Klein as well, showing off her new body after she got I believe she got a mommy makeover or some sort of Brazilian butt lift. So I'm definitely going to talk about Jade Klein as well. But before I do that, let me go ahead and talk about this Kel Lowry situation, because I don't know. I definitely feel like, I don't know. Let's just see. Let me share my screen here, and let's go ahead and talk about this Kel situation. Alrighty, everybody. So this is brought to you by The Sun, and there was a lot of drama going on. All right, so let me go ahead and scroll down here. And it states right here that her friend, so who remembers Mark, right? So Mark was one of her friends on the TV show, and we seen a lot of him, like especially like in the earlier seasons of Teen Mom. He was always with her, when she moved. I remember she moved from Joe's parents' house, and then she moved and got her own apartment. He was there to help her move. And I know they had a close relationship, and his name was Mark Allen. So let me move this back up. Here's Mark right here. So who remembers him from Teen Mom? I know I definitely remember him here. And there's a lot of drama going on between them, which is kind of sad. That's really sad, because they go way back from, what I watched from Teen Mom. So let's hop into what exactly is going on here, because I definitely wanted to touch on this. I know I'm late, but I still wanted to talk about it. So it states here, Teen Mom Kel Lori's best friend, Mark Allen, slams her as a liar and disrespectful after she shaded him on her podcast. So as we all know, Kel does have a podcast. It's called Coffee Convos. And then she also does a separate podcast. I believe it's called like Baby Mama's No Drama or something like that. Okay. So I'm going to read here. It states that Teen Mom Kel Lori's former best friend, Mark Allen, has slammed her as a liar and disrespectful after she shaded him on her podcast. It states that she is feuding with her friend Mark, who appeared on Teen Mom 2 season 1. So I do remember him from that. So apparently she went on her podcast and shaded him, and she was saying some things that just weren't true, according to Mark. So it states here, on a May 11th episode podcast of Baby Mama's No Drama, Kel claimed to her co-host V Torres that her friend was so mad at her for agreeing to go on a day trip for his 30th birthday instead for the entire week. But in an exclusive interview with The Sun, Mark claimed his friend of over 15 years had lied, referring to Kel on her podcast over the birthday getaway. Now, let me go back and read this paragraph. So allegedly, Kel was stating that he was really mad at her because she agreed to go on a day trip for his 30th birthday instead of an entire week. So I guess Mark wanted to go for a week, allegedly, and she didn't want to go with him for that long. She wanted to go for a day. So let me go ahead to this last paragraph, or excuse me, I'm going to go to the one above it. It states here that he said, in an effort to set the record straight, I have been through the good and the bad times and experienced those times with her. I have seen so many people come in and out of her life, and I accept and dealt with a lot. In this situation here, it became to a point where she began to disrespect me. Once you disrespect me, I'm not going to tolerate it or deal with that. Now, I am experiencing things where she's lying about certain things that happen, and that's one of my pet peeves. I am not going to deal with that. So again, there was just a lot of drama going on between them, and I don't know why this is coming to the forefront now. Like, I'm not too sure what exactly is making all of this come about. Like, was it because Kel spoke on it? Was it because, there's some feelings behind it? Because I think a lot of people naturally assume, when you have someone like Kel and someone like him, maybe there's some history there. Maybe they actually, like I seen on Twitter and Instagram that people think that they liked each other. People think that they were actually, messing around or dating at one point. So you kind of have to ask questions like, hey, why is this coming to the forefront now? Why is there so animosity? I mean, if it's just over a birthday trip, then what exactly is the issue here? So I don't know. The fact that he claims that Kel actually disrespected him, she's claiming that he wanted to, have his 30th birthday time with her for a week and she didn't want to do it. I'm just kind of like, y'all, is there like some sort of love, that we don't know about? Because that's what it seems like is going on. But let me keep reading. It states that Mark explained how he wanted to go on a week-long birthday trip in May to Ocean City, Maryland, with his friends staying in a house. Now, he said of Kaylin, my friend was like, I live so close to Ocean City. I've been there so many times. She's like, I can come for a day. And I said, okay, just come Saturday. We're going to have grill. We're going to have to grill. We're going to have games. It'll be fun. That was my response to Kel. Now, it also goes on to state that he said she went on one of her podcasts that she has, and she stated that when she told me that she could only go for a day, I got so upset and so mad. That was a lie. When she told me that, I was like, okay, that's fine. Just come that Saturday. I was not upset. I was not mad. Okay. So again, everybody, if it's just about a birthday trip, I really don't know what the problem is. Like, I really don't know why this is, bigger than what it is. Like, people are just, I don't know. People are really, really just, I don't know. I think something was going on. I really do. Um, so there's a lot more that's going on here than I'm reading. And he's basically saying that Kale also was lying about different things in the friendships and saying, different things like, hey, you're not a good friend. And he wasn't there for her or her kids. And that was definitely a lie. And he's just stated that he was just very hurt over the entire situation. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. I'm going to come back on the screen here. So I don't know, everybody, like, what do you all think about this? I don't understand, like, what's the problem between, Mark and Kale? Like, I just really don't know. So I definitely want to go ahead and talk about more Teen Mom news once I get it. But once again, who knows? I just really don't understand why is it a big deal? I'm going to get a sip of water. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and transition and talk about the Olympics. I've been on here for about 21 minutes, so I don't want to be on here too long. I know it's probably like, oh my gosh, it's such a short stream, but once again, I don't even have the setup that I am needing. Once again, I'm transitioning into a new place, so I'm very excited about that, and I'm definitely gonna have a better setup, be a lot more comfortable. Just bear with me, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about the Olympic drama, all right? So there's been a lot of drama surrounding the Olympics, and I've seen it. It's been going all over, social media lately. Once again, Twitter just goes crazy. Like, Twitter is probably the first place I'll see something crazy. So Twitter, or even, Instagram sometimes, but Twitter is just crazy. They're relentless. So there's a lot of drama involving Sha'Carri Richardson, and people are very hurt by the situation that's going on with her. People are very confused. They were saying they're disappointed. They were rooting for her and things like that. So I guess we can go ahead and talk about this once again. And once again, just please bear with me here. I want to talk about this situation. So my computer's kind of acting crazy. So what I'm going to do, instead of pulling up the article here on my screen, I'm just going to leave that there and just pull it up on my end. Okay. So if you all don't know, Sha'Carri Richardson, she is a sprinter. Okay. And she was trying to go for a 200-meter run. And if you don't know anything about sports, right, you know this. People put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears when they're training, right? People put in their heart, their soul. A lot of people have such dedication to perfecting their craft and perfecting, a lot of things that go on with whatever they're trying to achieve, right? So she put in a lot of work behind the scenes, and growing up, she stated that she just didn't really have what she needed to be successful. However, she just worked really hard to the point where now she was at a place to where she could have been number one, right? But that just didn't happen right now. So once again, Sha'Carri Richardson, she is suspended from the Olympics after failing a marijuana test, all right? So they did a random drug screening, and they found that she had marijuana in her system. She had weed in her system, and due to that issue, she is suspended for a month, and she can no longer go to Tokyo to compete for the 200-meter category. So that's what's really going on in this entire situation here. And Twitter definitely had a lot to say about the entire situation, and she did come out with an apology. Now, let me see if I can go ahead and share my screen here, because I did have an article pulled up about her apology here. So let me go ahead and share my screen once again now that my Chrome tab wants to act correct again. Let's see. All right, so right here you can see that I can't play it due to copyright issues, but this is the video where she actually came out and apologized and prior to that, she took to Twitter and she said, "I am human," right? So after the news came out and everybody was just like, what's going on? And she actually came forward and said, "Hey, I had a positive marijuana test." And in her apology, she was actually stating that one of the main motivating factors as to why she resorted to smoking marijuana when she knew she was not supposed to was because her mother had just passed away. And during her actually competing at one point, the announcer actually told her that her mother had passed away, and due to that incident, it kind of messed her up. And she knows she has a lot of pressure on her, a lot on her back. A lot of people were rooting for her. She got so much notoriety, and she said that along with her mother passing, she just couldn't cope. So she resorted to smoking marijuana. Now, a lot of people are just like, it's just marijuana. It's just cannabis. They're moving forward to legalize it in certain areas anyways. And what's the issue? So there's other people on the other side saying, hey, well, she knew she wasn't supposed to smoke it. She even came forward and said, hey, I wasn't supposed to smoke. I wasn't supposed to do that at all. And I knew it was wrong. I wanted to cope. I chose marijuana to cope. I know I did it and I'm sorry. So it's division. There's always going to be, two sides to everything. But once again, she stated that she apologizes, and it states here that she said, as much as I'm disappointed, I know that when I step on track, I represent not only myself, I represent a community that has shown great support and great love. I apologize for the fact that I didn't know how to control my emotions or deal with my emotions during that time. Okay, and during that time, she is responding to the fact that her mother passed away, and that was really hard on her. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. Come back on camera. This situation is very sad. Let me go ahead and get another sip. I hope everybody's doing good in the chat. I still see some people here. Thank you so much for supporting me. So please leave in the chat, like, what do you think right now? Like, the entire situation with the Olympics, I just feel like it's just one of those situations where, there is, when it comes to something like the Olympics, and I'm trying to be like respectful, there's no gray area, right? There's no murkiness, or if there is a gray area, it probably doesn't apply to you, right? There's a lot of scandal that goes on in general in the world. There's a lot of things behind the scene that goes on to make other people sink and make other people swim. And what I'm saying is, in this context, it's very cut and dry. People can view it very cut and dry. Hey, the rules of the Olympics are you are not to do any sort of drugs, even marijuana is included. If it's found in your system, you will be reprimanded, you will be suspended, things like that. Very cut and dry. Don't do it. If you know you're not supposed to, don't do it. And a lot of people just feel like she made a choice at the time to cope with her emotions, and she chose marijuana when she didn't have to. She chose to smoke something that she knew she wasn't supposed to have. She knew that if she knew the risks, she knew that. So I'm just trying not to say too much. Ooh, I'm hitting my mic. I'm just trying not to say too much because I know this issue is very sensitive. I know a lot of people keep saying, well, this person is successful, or look at this other one that's successful. And you have, when you look at the Olympics in general, there's just a lot of things that are truly unfair, that I feel that are truly unfair. And what I'm saying is, I just think a lot of people feel like, hey, you knew the rules and we're disappointed. And I know she's probably more disappointed than anybody. And it's just one of them things where you just shake your head, right? You just shake your head you just shake your head because it's just, you don't know what to do. And she self-sabotaged, she took that opportunity away from herself. And it seems so minuscule. Something so small can actually be so big, can make such a great impact. And I just think it's sad. And I think a lot of First of all, I've never heard of her until social media started bringing everything to the forefront. I never heard of her. I didn't even know that she was, doing any of that until I started seeing it on social media. And then someone asked me to cover this topic because I wasn't even going to talk about it. I don't really keep up with sports or anything like that. But yeah, again, I think just with the situation at hand, I just feel like I feel very sad for her. And I think a lot of people just empathize and sympathize with her. So let me go ahead. I'm looking over in the chat. I see some comments here. Let me go ahead and see what you guys are talking about. Hey, how are you? Hey, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining my stream. I'm definitely touching bases on a few things. I know I talked about the entire Bill Cosby situation and the fact that his conviction was overturned, and just so many people cannot understand why his conviction was overturned. And people are just saying it's just really sick. There's a lot of loopholes in the justice system. You also have Jade Klein coming out with her new body, which I definitely will talk about here pretty soon. And I'll kind of leave it off on there. She did get her body done. She got nipped and tucked, and a lot of people had a lot to say about that. I also spoke about Teen Mom Lori as well, and the fact that she felt like she had fake friends around her, and that one of her ex-best friends, Mark, that we've seen on Teen Mom a couple of times, they were going back and forth saying that she lied, and, she lied on her podcast about him, and I covered that. And I also talked about the Olympic drama with Sha'Carri Richardson, and how that entire drama went down with her marijuana testing positive for that. So I definitely want to go ahead and look at some comments here. Thank you all so much for being in my stream. I know my setup is different. Once again, I will have a better setup, but I'm definitely still making time for you all. Jessica said, it's been a while since you went live. Yeah, it has been a while since I have gone live. I know I was like MIA. I did upload, but I didn't go live for some time now. So yeah, I definitely wanted to go live and let you all know I'm still here. I still have my channel, because some people have reached out to me like, do you still have your channel? Yes, I still have my channel. Let me go ahead and look in the chat. You're talking about Jade Klein from Teen Mom. Jade is too much for me after I saw everything she did to herself. Yeah, a lot of people are just trying to figure out what's going on. Some people have mixed opinions, and I don't even know. I have to look at her. I've seen some pictures, but I haven't seen a lot of her. Jessica said you feel bad for Sha'Carri. They're being very harsh on her. Yeah, a lot was going on with that entire situation, and people definitely do feel like it's unfair. A lot of people feel like, why are you suspending her for a month over, marijuana? It's going to be legalized. Why are you doing that? And then some people feel like, hey, it's the rules. It's the rules. She knew what the rules were. She admitted she knew, and she admitted she was wrong. So there's a lot of division there for sure. All right. So, yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, Sha'Carri. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about Jade Klein. And thank you all once again. It's been a little over 30 minutes. We're going to be talking about Miss Jade Klein here. She got her body done. And a lot of people were just like, what in the world? Like, what is going on? So let me go ahead and pull up this article. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as well, and we can look into her new body. I've seen a little bit, but I haven't seen much. So let's go see. Miss Jade Klein, plastic surgery transformation photos. Oh man, I'm excited to see this. All right, this is brought to you by In Touch Weekly. They're going to be talking about Jade Klein's new body. So let's see what she actually got done here. Okay, so she got a Brazilian butt lift. I thought she had like a mommy makeover. Just really quick, I'm going to get some water. My throat's really dry. All right, so it states here, Teen Mom 2-star Jade Klein's plastic surgery transformation. See the results. Now, I want to go on her Instagram page too. So, okay, she got a Brazilian butt lift, and it states that she got it done in Miami, Florida. Okay. It says 10 days post-op, still have a lot of bruising and swelling. I have a lot of healing to do, but I'm loving how I look so far. That she captioned in a video showing off her curvier backside shortly after getting a Brazilian butt lift. Now, we did see those episodes of Teen Mom where she needed her pain medication after her surgery, and apparently her mom and boyfriend just took off with it and took off with her medicine and didn't give it to her. And Brianna had to step in. And I seen that clip and I was just like, what in the world is going on? So she did go on a podcast and she did share some information saying that the entire thing was crazy for her, the entire experience. She said it was a lot of pain that she had to go through, and she had a lot of unexpected turns. And MTV, once again, she went on to say that MTV did film it all, and we did see that clip where she was crying, and and Sean, her baby's father, and Brianna were talking to each other, and they were just like, man, how can we get her this medicine? Why doesn't her mom, bring her medication? And we all know her mom has struggled with, drug abuse and things like that. So people were saying that her mom took the medicine and she took off with it. And I did see that clip. So I know I'm a little late to this news, but I know, once again, I've seen some pictures of Jade. So here is one picture here. She says 10 days post-op and she had a lot of bruising. So she posted that like several months ago. And as you can, what is going on with the screen? Oh my goodness. Bye. Why are you popping up? Okay, so as you can see here, oh my goodness, this is really crazy. It must not want me to see her results. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? But yeah, she's showing off her curves here, all right? So she's showing off the fact that she's just a little bit smaller. She got some liposuction done. And these were posted on her Instagram page. As you can see, her waist is a lot smaller. She was a lot heavier in her weight early on. And I know she wanted to just get her body together. And she stated that she just had a lot of pain. That's a dress on her. She's trying to show that her waist is smaller. And she is not the only teen mother that got something done. Brianna DeJesus had a Brazilian butt lift done as well. And she had liposuction done and things like that. So Jade Klein, what I want to say to you is, wow, what is this? She's definitely popping out on the gram. I ain't even seen these before. What is going on here? But nonetheless, people had a lot to say. And hey, I can't tell people what to do with their bodies. Like, I can't say this is her in the red dress. I can say, don't do this with your body. Do this. Don't do that. As long as, oh, wow, she went to Dr. Chang. Okay. As long as you have the money, I feel like, you do things that make you happy. A lot of people this is what she posted on her Instagram account. I'm a little over 3 weeks out from my surgery. I'm still swollen, pretty sore, but healing up well. People keep asking me, I've lost a lot of weight, and that's not really the case. I have some fat transferred, so my weight is still around the same. It's just proportioned differently. Okay, so here's another picture of Jade, her in this blue dress. She has a neck choker on, and I like that dress. I'm not going to lie. I really do like that dress. I think it's really cute, like the color and the style of it. And I'm trying to figure out, what else did she get done? Sorry if you hear my mic popping. What else did she get done? I don't know if she got like lip injections, because I think she did in the past, but people were saying like she got more plastic surgery done. So what else did she get done? I guess I have to look more into it, like on her Instagram. Here's another picture she took that I thought was nice. You could see how her waist came in. And I just feel like if you have the money, do it, because Kel Lowry did the same thing. She got her body done as well. A lot of people don't know that, but Kel got her body done. Kel got a Brazilian butt lift too. She did too. So you got Brianna, you got Kel, and you have Jade. They all got their bodies done. And I think, if she feels a lot happier, I'm going to stop sharing my screen in here in a bit. Here's another one. But if she feels a lot more confident, a lot more happier with her new body, then hey, girl, do you. She said this is 6 months post-op. Again, you can see how small she is. And there you can see like how flat she is in the front. She got a little booty back there. So, hey, girl, do you? I don't have anything against it. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So let me go ahead and look in the comment section here, see what you all are talking about. I hope you all are enjoying my stream. Let's see. Jessica stated she did get the whole makeover because even she got lipo on her arms. Okay, so she got like the full mommy makeover. I knew it was either a mommy makeover or like a Brazilian butt lift or a fat transfer. I couldn't remember. Thank you for reminding me. You also said, wait, she did just lipo and already has a flat stomach. That is really good work done from her surgeon. Okay, so yeah, when you go in to do any sort of surgery, make sure you research the surgeon and, you know, the name of the place and do they have all their credentials, because you're spending a lot of money, you know, and anything could go wrong. So I definitely feel like, you know, Jade, do you. I'm really happy for her. I have nothing, you know, negative to say. A lot of people think she shouldn't have done it, and what I think people don't understand is that we have to do things in life to make ourselves happy. So happiness is very important. Happiness is something that a lot of people seriously just don't have. A lot of people don't have happiness. So I can't, you know, judge her and say she shouldn't have got it done. I don't know what motivated her to do that. Did she just want a different look? Did she want to do it because that's what she wanted to do because she has the money? Like, if you want to, you know, do something to make yourself happy, then I feel like you should do it. Because I've definitely been in, you know, going through life, been in a place where I wasn't happy. And I'm like, hey, something has to give. And I just want to be happy again. So I don't know. What do you all think about that? And let me go up in the chat. Let me see. Yeah, so a lot of people think that, you know, she shouldn't have done it, and that I think people bash her the most, and people also bash Brianna De Jesus because she got it done, but when she first got it done, it wasn't really proportioned, and a lot of people felt like, you know, she shouldn't have done it as well, just like Kale and Farrah too. Farrah got work done as well, so you really have to, you know, I don't know. You really got to evaluate certain situations. And if it's what's best for you, then hey, you should definitely do it. So thank you all so much. We definitely talked about a few topics. I've been on here for almost 45 minutes now, and I don't want to make this stream too long. But thank you all for joining my stream. I will definitely go live a lot more. I want to start going live at night as well and doing like a night show or a night stream about trending topics and stuff like that. Once again, let me go ahead and look into this comment section. Melissa said, if I had the money, I would do it. Definitely feel you on that. Jessica stated, Brianna just stated last week that she's going for more, which is too dramatic for me. Wow. So yeah, a lot of people definitely feel like when a person keeps doing too much, nipping and tucking is just like overboard, you know? So once again, everybody, I'm definitely going to keep you updated on the Bill Cosby situation. I'm going to keep you updated on this entire Olympic drama. And congrats to Jade for being, I guess, happy with her results and stuff like that after spending that money. Also, Kel Lowry and her friends, they've all fell out. She claimed that they were all fake. So I have no idea what is even going on with that, but I did touch on that as well. Thank you all so much for being a part of my stream, and I will go live a lot more, and I will give you all an update or kind of like, you know, a reminder when I'm going to go live. So thank you all so much. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and tap the bell beside it so you'll get notifications on whenever I do upload or go live. Thank you all. Follow me on my socials, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.